Hey guys, how's it going today? Today, gonna be doing a little bit of work on a little Branson four-wheel drive compact utility tractor. Had some issues with lights not working, key switch not wanting to work all the time. I think we might either have either a bad brake switch or possibly the turn signal slash light switch. Gonna be digging into this and trying to figure out if we can see what's going on. I'm going to be doing an oil change on it at some point as well, and just some general maintenance stuff. But I'll flip it around here, you can take a look at the tractor. So that's the tractor. It's got a loader on it, four-wheel drive or front wheel assist. Ended up putting a couple of new tires on the front. They were getting kind of bad, and the front right tire had gone low before we could get any air in it. We hauled it and popped the tire off the bead, so we just decided to throw a couple of new tires on it. The old tires were looking pretty rough, so one of them had several plugs in it. Not sure which one it was. Looks like this one. 3 plugs already, and had some other issues, splits and different things, so decided that we were just going to replace them. Got a couple of lines that need to be replaced on it, a couple of hydraulic lines. There's one here, it's getting pretty bad. There's a couple up here that are cracked pretty bad. Just going to replace those. These are for the grapple bucket, just extension lines, so replace those. I got a fitting that's leaking over here, so just some fitting right in there that's leaking. Just some odds and ends stuff that I'm gonna be doing. Needs a new seat, just kind of maintenance work. So I'll get over here and get into taking this thing apart. All right guys, there's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pop those out. Was able to get this out of here. On the back side there's just a couple of plugs. Looking in here, looks like everything is not in bad shape. There's no corrosion or anything like that. I am going to take and clean all this mud off of here and get this thing cleaned up a little bit so it's not so crudded up. Looking down in here, there's basically some fittings, or I'm sorry, connectors. This is for your dash. Looks like a A and a B, and then there's a couple here for the brake switches, and then there's this one here that goes to the lights. So I'm going to disconnect this, get the actual light switch out of there, and take a look at that and see if there's anything I can see, wires chafed or anything like that, that would be causing any types of the issues that we're seeing. Sometimes these connectors are a little bit of a pain to get apart. Grab a screwdriver. There again, nothing really standing out in here. Looks like there's really no corrosion or anything. Nothing in there. I'm going to blow all this stuff out anyway. I'll go ahead and take this dash apart here. Try to get this split so I can get to that switch. Get more stuff apart here than I want to, but that's what it is. So in order to get that bolt out right there, can't get to it, so this side panel here is going to come off. Looks like there's 2 bolts, one here, and then maybe one right there. Pop this stuff off of here, see what we can get to. Set that down. Actually, why not have to take it off? There we go. Just loosen that up. Now we can get to that last bolt. Oh, that was broke anyway. Alright, easy money. So there again, looking down in here, it doesn't appear that there's anything out of sorts. I'm going to take the air compressor and blow this out, so I'll just set this over here for now. It might be just a bad switch. Take and vacuum some of this crud off of here and go from there, but it looks like this is all of the electronics. There's really not a whole lot to it, so I don't know if we have, if one of these switches is bad. To kind of test this stuff out, get my meter and test this stuff out. But anyway, that's the gist of that. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. Alright guys, back at it here. Thought we had some switches that were bad, and after doing a little bit of research, kind of digging into some stuff, the more I thought about it, kind of talked to a couple people, sounded more like a grounding issue. Step on the brake pedals and everything in the, or like a shorting issue, everything in the cluster would go away. Try to use the turn signals, one would work, the other one wouldn't. No brake lights, no headlights. So basically, you know, kind of went through this switch, went through these switches up here, checked everything out on the cluster back there. Turns out that down inside where the battery is at, kind of hard to see it, but I'll flip it around here. Way down on the left side of the battery, there is where the negative terminal basically grounds to the frame. There's 2 connections down there, and I couldn't really tell with the battery in there, but I took the battery out and wanted to clean all the terminals up anyway. Found that the actual cable, the grounding cable connection, was loose on the frame. So cleaned all that up, put it all back in, tightened everything down, and no more lighting issues, so that's a good thing. So the next step is going to be pop the air filter housing out, which is here. Basically for now, I'm getting new filters at some point, but for now we're just going to basically blow this out with the air gun and put everything back together. So basically got all this stuff here, panel and everything to put back on, get this tightened back up, and get the air filter assembly put back in. So that'll be the next steps. Alright guys, I just got done blowing out the 2 air filters for this unit. Temporarily going to throw those back in. They are pretty dirty. I'm ordering a new set today. but I wanted to, before we ran it anymore, I just wanted to make sure that they were kind of blown out and didn't have a ton of crud in them. So basically just going to slide this back down in here. And then the outer filter slides down in there. And then this cover snaps back on. I got to try to get this on there the right way. So let's see. Kind of tough to do here. A little bit distorted, so I got to get it lined back up. There we go. There it is. And now this goes back in the tractor. Oh, I forgot, I got a bracket that I got to bolt back on there. Let me set this down. Set this over here. Whoa. Scratch my camera. Not good. Let's try that again. Alright, that's it. So, basically put this bracket back on, holds the strap, put the unit back in. I actually have to get one more of these straps, and then tighten the clamp down. Last thing is flipping these tabs over. Now we can push this grill closed, turn the tab, flip it over, tab, flip it over. There it is. All done. So, next step, I'm going to button up this front end here. So basically, just gonna get this out of the way here a little bit. Side panel goes back on. Just like that. And I gotta find all my hardware. Alright guys, a little bit of an adjustment here. We'll get it. Okay, so got that much done. So the issue was when the key was on, you get 3 lights on over here, and glow plug light goes out. When you would step on the brakes, everything would die in here, and turn signals that are now working, and tail lights, headlights now working, so everything's working. Before, none of that would work, so we had like I said, what we thought was a switch issue. Maybe turns out that it was actually just a bad ground. So kind of glad that didn't have to replace any parts and just cleaned some stuff up and taking a few things apart to figure it out. Got it. All right, guys, that should wrap it up for today. Basically, run down, took apart the console here for electrical issues. Seems like basically just a ground issue, so that's a good thing. Didn't have to spend any money on parts, just cleaning things up. I do have one taillight that's not working. I'm going to put a bulb in that, I think. Going to replace air filters, did blow them out. Got a bunch of crud out of those. Replace air filters, did oil change on it here in the next day or two. Get all that on video. But sounds like all in all, things are not too bad. So thanks for watching. If you could like and subscribe. We'll be doing some more videos with the tractor. Probably some mowing videos, using the loader, using the grapple bucket. So just kind of testing it out. I do have one hydraulic fitting that I need to tighten up, hoses that are leaking a little bit, so I'll get that taken care of and have a video of that as well. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks, guys.